everybody, and welcome to the stream. I'm glad for anyone who has decided to join us today. So, as you guys have probably read from the title, today I am going to be judging a Fakemon design contest that I made December 16th, as you can see from the screen here. Sorry it's been a while since I streamed. I've kind of had to, like, pack up my microphone and stuff for, like, the 4th time this month, so kind of been just moving my stream setup all over the place, so it's been a bit inconsistent as for when I'm available to stream, and also when I can actually pull up the courage to stream, because I still get fairly nervous doing this since I'm so new to it. But I'd like to thank anyone for joining today. So, a bit of context behind what this is. So, on another website, I posted a Fakemon design contest as my 900 follower, like, goal, I guess. And this Fakemon contest was for a Pokemon region that I am currently working on designing, a fan-made region called the Arcana region. Right now, I have designed the starters, and I've designed a couple other Pokemon along with some of the gym leaders, and I'm still currently working on kind of developing the story of the region as well as what I want the story to be, other characters. I've also designed some of the one of the player characters, and I'm trying to work on the other ones. Maybe I'll do that for a stream sometime in the future. I feel like that would be a nice chill stream, just sitting there designing Fakemon, drawing some other human characters, since I don't really do that often because I'm still learning how to draw humans. But anyway, so as it's and if you want to know, like, the person in the the creature in the thumbnail is Ketofin, who is the water type starter. I believe I put the shiny version on the thumbnail. I meant to, like, start streaming at like 12:30, but then I realized, oh wait, I didn't make a thumbnail because YouTube requires you to make thumbnails for your streams, and I despise making thumbnails because I'm just horrible at it and I never know what to put and I'm never ready for it. But I'm here now, so I'd like to call that good. So let's start going through some of the entries. So looking over here, the first one we got, so we're gonna I say my goal for this stream is to decide my top 3, but anyway, how the contest kind of worked was I had 3 categories you could join. I had a draw my character portion, which was for, like, if anyone wanted to draw the current Pokemon I had designed, as you can see right here on the screen. Unfortunately, only one person joined that one, so I guess they get the automatic win for that. But I think the big ticket where everyone joined was my Dexit contest, which I think people kind of misunderstood, because the whole point of my Dexit contest was that you didn't have to draw the Fakemon you wanted to make. You kind of just had to make, like, a fake Pokedex entry for it, but I am fairly certain everyone but one person ended up drawing what they wanted their Fakemon to look, so this is going to be the contest we're mainly judging for. And then I think a couple of people joined the miscellaneous one, which is where you could just kind of toss a random Fakemon you designed into the ring to join my Arcana region. So anyway, let's check out the first entry now. So for the first one, we have a fairy type Yamper. Oh my gosh, I gotta mute that. Oh, also let's get some music playing. There we go. Okay, so for the first entry, we had a fairy type Yamper. I believe this was for the miscellaneous one, because a couple people asked me if they could do regional variants, which I said they could, because anything was pretty much free game for the miscellaneous category. I'm not sure what I think about that one, so they also had a couple other ones. They had Shiku, I believe is how you pronounce that one. I think I might try to draw that one and see if I want to do it. And then Aqua Whisk is the evolution for that. And then we have this other entry right here. This was for the design prompt one, where I said if you didn't want to just kind of make a random one, you can have a prompt you could go based off of. And I think the prompt was a Pokemon who watches. So they made this cute little dinosaur guy, Dinool, and I've actually been kind of messing around with this design because I thought it was really cute. I am just horrible at drawing crystals, so if we move over to Krita, as you can see here, I started drawing like a possible evolution for this little dude. As well, I think I also tried practicing drawing the little guy. I've just never really drawn dinosaurs before, so it's a bit of a pain, so I think, so yeah, this guy's pretty cute. I liked the design they did for him. Now, checking out. Okay, now going back to the other ones. It hasn't been capturing any of the ones I've been looking at, has it? Oh no. Scuff stream, my goodness. Okay. Oh, I don't know why it's not switching tabs. It's so weird. Okay, well, looks like we're... Okay, hold on. Wow, I am a garbage streamer. This is why it takes me forever to stream. Let's pick up all these entries and just shove them into a project real quick. I mean, not a project, a canvas real quick. I kind of made this contest for, like, more beginner artists who wanted to who were fans of Pokemon so that they could join if they wanted. Anyways, let me hide the window for now since it's not really moving tabs for some odd reason. Okay. Okay, nope. Come on. I know you want to. Okay. Copy image. Rita. Okay. Okay, so here is the first entry to my contest. Somebody made a fairy type Yamper. I'm sorry you guys couldn't see that earlier. I thought you could. I thought I tested it out and it was working, but apparently I did a dumb and it was not working. So I completely apologize for that. That is 100% my fault, but anyway. The dex entry they made for it was Yamper the Puppy Pokemon, entry 1. This form of Yamper lives in the Misty Meadow and easily makes friends. They live in packs of 10 to 15 and travel around the Misty Meadow, but almost never leave it. Also, the Misty Meadow is a location I have in the Arcana region. I've made a temporary map, but I kind of hate how it looks, but it kind of just outlines the main locations that are important in the Arcana region. I'll probably end up redrawing it later, hopefully. I just hate drawing maps. Anyway, entry 2 for the dex entry they made for the Fire-type Yamper was their diet consists of nectar and berries that, for some reason, grow in the Misty Meadow. And then entry 3, these kind of Yamper are really playful and have a lot of energy. If you catch one, make sure that you take them for walks and play with them every day. I really like the effort they put into the dex entries there. Kind of makes me want to... it definitely gives them a good chance of winning one slot here. For the... I believe this was for the miscellaneous one. And then their second entry for the Fakemon Contest, because I believe they made 3, is... Shiku, I believe is how you pronounce it. I apologize if that's wrong, but I think it's a fairly cute. It kind of looks a little bit like a otter or a sea lion, probably. And then they also designed an evolution for that, but let me quickly read over the dex entries they made for it. So, Shiku, the shellmark Pokemon. Shiku live on the beaches of Arcana. And they love swimming and playing. So entry 2, Shiku live in packs of 15 to 20 and are very kind and social animals. They live in a pack and they live in the pack that they were born in unless they get cast out of the pack. Entry 3, their diet consists of clam meat, crab meat, and fish. And then the evolution, which they called Aqua Whisk, is right here. Kind of looks like a little sea puppy. And the dex entries for this one are, these mons are the evolved form of Shiku and also live on the beach. Their diet revolves around small fish, crabs, berries, and clams. And like Shiku, they are pretty playful and are very loyal. They love to make bubbles and bounce them around in order to pop them. Okay. I think these are some very cute entries. So all 3 of those were by PuppyToon11. And then let's make a new canvas here for the next entry. There we go. New canvas. Okay, so the next person, their name is We22Floor. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that too. And like I was saying earlier, they made this really cute Pokemon called Dynul. They're a rock ghost type. Since I've messed around with the other one, I'll just get a clear one for you guys to look at. See here. There we go. Here's a clean one. See, look at this really cute guy. He has like these cute little eyes, crystals kind of growing over his body on like this weird shadowy sludge. This is how they describe it. So their dex entry here is Dynul, the impurity Pokemon. Dynul's crystal impurities are manifested into a shadowy sludge that leaks through a crack in its back. It is said that if you peek into the crack, your soul will be sucked in. Though this Pokemon has eyes, it can only see darkness. What truly makes it see are the souls in its body, and it's a rock ghost type. So first looking at this design, I really like how it looks. I kind of don't know, like, looking at the crystals on its back, I don't know, like, how I would draw that, like, in other positions, so I'm gonna have to experiment with that if I do decide to add it to the Arcana region. I do like the little crack on its back. There's definitely some things I would change to make it fit my style more. And like I said, over here, I was working on, like, a theoretical evolution. So, like, Dynul obviously is supposed to be, like, based off of a dino, so I was kind of looking around at different dinosaurs and which one it could possibly be based off, and I found this one. I am not going to attempt to pronounce the type of dinosaur I looked up a reference picture of, because I will definitely butcher it. But I found, like, a dinosaur that somewhat looked like this shape. And I think this guy would make a pretty interesting, like, fossil Pokemon for the Arcana region if I do decide to let him in. But, moving on to the next entry that we got. This one's by Uragishi. And they made, like, this little Wendigo looking thing. I'm gonna delete this because we already have the other canvas with Dynul on it, but here's this other person's entry. Looks kind of like I don't know how to describe it, maybe like a Wendigo, but here's the dex entry they made for it. Their name is Korinichiko, the abandonment Pokemon. They're a steel ghost type. They do have the male and female gender, and their height is 4'5". This Pokemon used to be a toy robot, however, it was abandoned by its owners, which caused a sad spirit to inhabit it. They always stay in packs to avoid abandoning each other again. I think it's an interesting design. I don't think it necessarily looks like a Pokemon, but I'm sure you could adjust the design to make it look a little more like a Pokemon, but overall, it is a pretty cool looking design. So, moving on to the next entry. Let's see here. So, the next one we have is by someone who is called Umbreon a Pokemon. Let's make a new canvas really quick so we can go back to these and mess around with the designs. And so anyway, this next person, Umbreon a Pokemon, they made a Lynx-inspired Pokemon. And here is the first evolution. Rinkito is the first evolution for that. I quite like the design for these two. Definitely, I would change the spots because it's kind of hard to deal with spots in designs unless, like, they're in very distinct places. It's like if you put, like, a cluster on the shoulder, but, like, just randomly strewn around a design, they're kind of hard to keep track of. So when I redraw that, I will definitely change it. And then they also designed an evolution for this guy, which is Rinkuro. Definitely a lot more sinister looking as the evolution, less cute. Bit more sharp edges there. The eyes and with the, what I presume are like icicles or tufts of fur coming off the ears. But anyway, so the dex entry they have for these guys is for Rinkito. Classification, the Ice Lynx Pokemon. They're an ice type. They weigh 5 kilograms. So entry 1, Rinkito live in small families in the wild. When it evolves, it sets out on its own. Rinkito are seldom seen during the daytime. Entry 2, Rinkito wrestle with their brother and sister to learn how to hunt. It leaves them when they can fend for itself. Rinkito use their spots to blend in with their surroundings. And then the evolution, Rinkuro is the Ice Lynx Pokemon. Entry 1, Rinkuro live solitary lives away from their families. They have powerful hind legs that enable them to jump great distances. Entry 2, Rinkuro silently wait for their prey. When the time is right, they pounce. The tufts on their ears are made of ice. Okay, so I was right that they are icicles. In the notes, they say that they were inspired by Canadian Lynx, I believe, for the designs. But they do look quite cool. I do like this design quite a lot. So I am very tempted to add this one to the Arcana region. The next entry is over here. It is by Learning Fun 2020. And they made this little rock gem guy right here. They didn't have like a dex entry for it, but they do have like words on here that are slightly cut off. But to me it kind of looks like a Pokemon that would like say hide in a crystal cave and just kind of pop out if somebody invades its territory or wakes it up or something. Not sure if I would add that one to the Arcana region, but it is a pretty cool design. Next we have a miscellaneous entry. We add a new canvas. I believe this one's also by Umbreon as a Pokemon. And they made an Arcanian form for Ninetales, which is a Fire Ghost type, I believe. Their dex entry says that there's only one of them in existence, and they exist in the Shifting Woods, which is a location in the Arcana region, which is kind of like a no-people zone. Like, it's really hard to get in there, and anyone that goes in there tends to get lost, which is why they're called the Shifting Woods. So there's this entry. We have this other one. We have the next entry here is, let's see, this little guy. He kind of just looks like somebody took an Umbreon design and slapped a witch hat and cape on it, so like it looks like it's in a Halloween costume. I don't think I'll do anything with this one. Not the biggest fan of the design. They didn't even add a dex entry for it, which feels kind of lazy. If you're gonna enter a contest that's not necessarily for art, it's kind of like, at least put some description there. But this next one's definitely a lot better. So this one's also by We22Floor, the same one that did Dynul. We add another canvas here. Here's this little cute guy. It looks like a little fairy armadillo. Which, so they say it's an Arcanian Drillbur, the mole Pokemon. This Pokemon is based off of a pink fairy armadillo. This Pokemon's shell is actually created from psychic blood vessels underneath its armor, and it uses its thick claws to create the enchantments. So, I flippin' love this guy's design. He's so cute and adorable. Got the big, cute little kawaii eyes. Definitely looks like the fairy type. My only kind of complaint with it is Drillbur is the mole Pokemon. And they said it's based off an armadillo, which there's already an armadillo Pokemon. We got Sandshrew and Sandslash, which I think would have kind of fit the form of this one better, as if you did Sandshrew. I think when I go back to this one, we'll probably mess around a bit with doing it as a Sandshrew regional form, or try to mess around with it to make it look a little bit more like a Drillbur. We'll definitely have to see what they were basing it off of too, to see if we can make it look good, but I definitely would be happy to have that cute little dude in the Arcana region. We'd also have to figure out an evolution if we did add it, so we'll mess around with that a bit. So, 1 second, I'll grab the other, the next entry. I'm just grabbing a reference picture for the pink fairy armadillo they mentioned. Because using real-life animals as a reference is a really cool thing to do, and I know a lot of people who make Fakemon do that. Ooh, this guy looks really interesting. Okay. Pick up a picture. Copy. So, here's... Come on. Here's that picture of a pink fairy armadillo they were talking about. I'll probably pick up a couple more when I go back to this one. But we got a couple more entries to look over before we begin actually judging them. So the next one where we have a picture for is one for the miscellaneous category. This one's by Grey Wolf Alpha. Make a new canvas real quick. Put this dude on. And they made this cute little Kittler. Oh wait, no, this is for Dexit. Whoops. Not miscellaneous. But they made a Kittler, which looks like a poison cat. Kittler is common in Windborn. And the Shifting Woods, they also live in the Hidden Spring. So Kittler gets its poison from its fangs, and they like damp, dark foliage to hide in. And they like cherry berries. I believe they also designed is the... Oh boy, okay, here's the evolution, which is Pumeriel, which I'm assuming the name is based off of like a puma, one of the big cats. So, they hide in caves and crevices in tree hollows and pounce to poison enemies. Pumeriel is common in Windborn and the Shifting Woods. They also live in the Hidden Spring. Pumeriel gets its poison from its fangs and tail. I like the detail they put in the Dex entry and how they have like the reference right here, and then they have like all the Dex information on the outside. I think that's pretty cool. And the last entry I have, unlike the other ones, they didn't like make a picture for it, which I mean probably means they got the point of the whole Dex entry. So let me pick it up real quick. Okay. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna skip this song. Ooh, there we go. That's a good song. Okay, anyway. Getting distracted a bit. I should probably make a video at some point, like, explaining the Arcana region. Probably when I redraw and kind of neaten up the designs I made for the starter Pokemon, because all the designs I currently have for the starter Pokemon are, like, the first ones I drew. They're, like, the betas. I am pretty happy with most of them, but, my Fire-type starter needs a little bit of work, and Grassline definitely needs some work, too. They look a bit weird. We'll probably do that in another stream. Okay, so here's their Dex entry. So there's Kiki, the swift bird Pokemon, a normal and flying type. Kiki are small bird Pokemon, and while they have small wings, they are not capable of flight. However, to make up for this lack of flight, they can run at very fast speeds. If this were a video game, their starting moveset would be Quick Attack, Peck, Agility, and Wing Attack. And then their evolution, Kiwik. I'm gonna say Kiwik. The swift bird Pokemon, a normal and flying type. Kiwik are a lot larger than Kiki. However, they still cannot fly, but with longer, stronger legs, they cannot. Not only can they run faster, but also jump very high. Kiwik are fun and friendly Pokemon, however, farmers despise them as they tend to trample and eat their crops. Okay. So, I think it's a pretty good Dex entry. I do like how they, described that farmers don't like them, kind of integrating them more into the ecosystem for the region. And I believe, but just based off the names and the fact that they say they're flightless, I'm assuming this is based off the kiwi bird. So, kind of reminds me a bit of Doduo too, so I'm not entirely certain if this one will be one of the winners, but it's definitely a possibility. We'll go through them and kind of wheedle out some of the ones that I don't think I can do. So let's start off with these guys. Puppy Toons entries. So I do like the idea of a fairy type Yamper. I was kind of trying to sketch out things earlier, seeing if I could come up with a good design. But in the end, I kind of think it's a bit I kind of think it was a bit weird to kind of add the wings. Like, they do make a super cute little fairy type dude, but it doesn't make sense with how regional forms work, so I don't think I'm going to do anything with the fairy type Yamper. I do kind of like the idea of Shiku and Aquawisk, so let's kind of mess around with their designs and see if we can get anything good out of it. So let's shrink that into the corner to use a reference. We're just going to focus on the non-shiny versions for now. And if they officially get added to the region, I will add the shinies. Anyway, grab a pencil. So these guys do kind of like look like little otters and sea lions with ears. And like I also said, they kind of also look like puppies. Oh, let's turn down that opacity. I hate how Krita now, just whenever I flip my pen, it brings the opacity to 100% on my pencil. So annoying. So I think if we give it like a longer snout, and then kind of like sharper floppy ears. I'm probably not going to put the little bows on their ears that they have in the design here. I just don't think the bows kind of work. Make them look like animals. There's the other ear. Oh boy, I gotta redraw that fin there. Ooh, sorry. Okay. That rough sketch not looking too bad. Let's draw like it in a different pose. Let's get rid of that for a second. Okay. There we go. Kind of the more sharper ears. I think we could probably also add whiskers to these guys, or at least maybe the evolution. Could be an interesting design feature to add. I think overall that doesn't look like too bad for an initial rough sketch. I think I'm going to change the arms here to make it a bit more puppy-like. Hey! Let's rename that layer to Shiku Rough Sketch. Rough Sketch. If they're not a winner, they'll probably be at least a runner-up. Okay, here's Aquawisk. I think I like the Shiku's design better overall. It definitely changes a lot more, so I think I'm definitely going to adjust how the Aquawisk design works. I say for Aquawisk, maybe we kind of go for a more thicker snout. And like I was saying, maybe add some whiskers there. Oh. Still kind of does the floppy ears, but maybe we can make them flop forward instead. No, that looks a little bit too much like a bunny. Let's get the rest of the shape and then I'll mess around with the ears. I'm gonna give it kind of a thicker body shape. Here. It looks like this one has 4 legs and a tail, maybe? Maybe it could just have tiny little tail fins there helping too, but not full-on legs. I don't know how I want to change these ears. Again, I kind of don't want to do the bows. Also, let's go back to the Siku design. So it's, I'm assuming she is like for shell. So I think it would be interesting if maybe like on their back they had like a little shell. Oh, let's hide that real quick and put the and this shell could be like kind of like armor for these guys, kind of like sea lion turtles, I suppose. How they have like the little turtle shells, and that could give us a lot more to go off of for the what was it called? Aqua Whisk? Okay. Moving back here, we can definitely upgrade the shell in the back. Go. I think we could totally do like a thing where it kind of connects up to the front here. Maybe? Or maybe they kind of spike out of the back. That still doesn't tell me what to do with the ears for this one. I do like how the face looks. Maybe we could try to do smaller ears instead of bigger ones. Definitely gonna have to mess around with that a bit more. Okay. I do really like how the Shiku turned out. So let's refine that sketch and draw it out. No, I'm not doing the open mouth. I am horrible at drawing open mouths on dogs. Mostly because the muzzle is so hard to draw. Let's shrink the size of my pencil. That should probably make this easier. A little nose at the end of the snoot. There we go. Let's do a rough sketch of the body. Add the shell on the back. I could probably also make that smaller. So then, like, when I make it bigger on Aqua Whisk, assuming I draw Aqua Whisk fully. But these guys definitely kind of, like, do look like puppies of the sea. Actually, let's make these back fins shorter. More cute looking like first stage Pokemon are supposed to be. Let's put the other ear in the back here instead of kind of flopping up. Okay, I like how that looks. So let's hide these back sketches, minimize that. Or I mean, lower the opacity, not make it smaller. I need to actually make it bigger. Okay, let's put it in front of this. Okay. Let's get the line art out. I'm going to use what brush is this? Basic 5. Just a regular kind of opacity changing smooth brush instead of the rough brush I use sometimes. Let's make the line art layer. Oh, change size to... Oh boy, what size do I want this line art to be? I don't know why it's being mean when I try to change the line art. Okay. Figured out why I was not on the brush. Whoops. Let's change it to a size 8. Draw the snoot first, because why not? Okay, draw the nose. Okay, all that good. There's the eyeball. I am definitely gonna have to redraw that nose. I'll do that once I got the rest of the line art done though. Nope. Okay. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna make the curves on this look less extreme because it's supposed to be a flipper and not like actual arms. I'm probably gonna draw most of these and then kind of decide at the end which ones I like the best and kind of fit into my region the most. Because I think a lot of these are like good concepts. I'm just not sure if they'll actually fit in with the Arcana, how the Arcana region works. There's the little mouth. Draw the shell. There we go. Draw the little lines on the shell. Okay. Moving on to the tail. Oh my god. It is so hard to do like neat curved lines. That's why drawing hair is so hard sometimes. Especially if you're drawing the individual stands. That's why when I draw hair for humans, I tend to just make it more like Pokemon looking hair where they just have like weird shapes. Oh, I think I have an idea for... You could probably add a shell to the head of Aqua Whisk, and that would probably make it look more like an evolution. Hey! That ear looks wrong. Okay, I think that'll be good enough. Let's try to redraw the nose. Hello, big spooks! It is indeed a big snoot. I like the big snoot. Thanks for joining the stream. Hey! Line art over here is a bit rough. I'm not sure how much I can neaten it up though without redrawing the whole line, and I do not want to have to redraw a curved line. They are horrible to redraw, and I have already decided that no, I refuse. probably just erase that slightly. Erase here slightly, here slightly. Okay, as long as you don't look at it closely, it looks fine. Everything is fine. Okay. Probably draw at least part of the other eyeball up here. Not extreme detail, of course, because of the angle, but... There we go. Okay. I don't think it looks too bad. Let's just draw that line there to kind of separate this little part here. I went way too far back, but it's too late to now. Okay. There we go. So these kind of little shell bolts will kind of go slightly around the neck because what I'm trying to draw there. But I think line art wise that looks fine. Let's pick up this color right here. Hide the sketch. It is quite a cute design. Even though like the person's art skill isn't necessarily good, that's kind of why I made it for beginner artist in the first place, because they'll have some cool ideas, but I kind of just want to make them into reality. I think that's a fun thing to do. Oh wait, there's one thing we didn't do. You know what? I'm not going to flip the canvas. I don't want to see how horrible it looks when I flip the canvas. That is that way too saturated? I'm gonna slightly desaturate that. Okay. No, now it looks too dull. Okay, I like that blue a lot better. It's not as eye-blinding as the other one. Let's get that there. Let's erase these little bits right here. There we go. Lock the layer. And we can add the little white details. I think I'm gonna make the shell maybe like a slight, kind of like a light yellow, maybe? You know, let's do the white details first, and then we'll kind of decide what the shell's gonna look like. That is not Siku, where's Aqua Whisk? There we go. Okay, so in this design here, it's kind of the tip of the tail here, and the tips of the paws, or the flippers, or whatever you want to call them. Have the white, and then they have like a little bubble thing, which I do like the little bubble markings. Bubble markings are so fun. I could actually, okay, let's switch brushes here. Shrink the brush a bit. Okay. Make a little tiny bubble there, okay, and then on the paws, got a big bubble here because I don't want to have to fix that. Another kind of one hidden here. Then a smaller bubble here. Here. And then a couple smaller bubbles there. Okay. Make a little smaller bubble. Yeah, there we go. And then this other one. Okay, there we go. Make them smaller to kind of suit in the pattern. Yeah, I like those. Okay, and then they also have the marking around the eye. I'm not sure yet if I want to change that. Let's see what it looks like if I do put the marking around the eye. Okay. Make the brush a bit bigger. Not too bad. Might have to mess around with that later. Okay. I accidentally went onto the snoot there. Okay, nose I'll probably just make a black. That's not a dark enough gray. I need it to be darker. There we go. Now it looks black. I'm kind of wondering if we should do anything with the ears, because since we got rid of the bows they had on their original design. Maybe we could also do, maybe the ears white? See what they look like when they're white. that doesn't look too bad. I say we kind of do the bubble pattern we did with the other ones though, instead of just having the ears flat out white. So let's get rid of it slightly, go back to the white, and then go back to our round brush to do the bubbles. Do a big one there, and then a small one there. Oh, I gotta make the brush a bit smaller than that. And then, won't be able to do too much there, but we can make it look like it has a bubble pattern going up. And then I'll fix the spots that I put onto the snoot. No. I want a smaller bubble here actually. And then a big bubble over here, and then another small. Okay, and then we could probably do like a really small bubble right there. Okay, there we go. And now going back to the shell. Maybe make it look sand colored? Or we could give it a slight pink tinge. Adding bubbles to the ears would be cute. I do like how that turned out. I think it looks way better than the bows they had on the original design. Kind of makes it look more natural too, because when you do add things like bows to Pokemon designs, it kind of makes them look less like you could find them out in the wild and more like they're kind of your house pets. Not that like you couldn't put them on, but for like their natural species in the wild design, I think they look better without. Okay. And then when I do the shiny, I'll probably... I don't think I want to do pink for it, or maybe just like a pearl pink, where it's like really pale looking. Could be a possibility. So, that's what the shell looks like when it's this like tan beach color. I don't think that looks too bad. I do kind of want to see what it looks like if we do like a light pink. Let's see here. Oh, nope. Whoops, wrong button. I meant to press select just to isolate that area and make it easier to not color outside the lines. Switching our color here to a pink. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. Honestly, that pink doesn't look too bad. I'm not sure which one I like better. I can decide that a bit later though. Now, the eye color. What should we do for the eye color? So many possibilities. Let's add another layer so we can kind of just mess around with the eye color. Let's try like an aquamarine maybe? I think an aquamarine. Big spooks, I do not know yet. We're gonna try to mess around. See if we want, oh my gosh. Whoops, I gotta deselect first. Okay, now it should let me color in the eye. Usually I do green for like my water typed Pokemon, but like that's just boring, always doing green. I guess aquamarine is still technically somewhat green, but slightly different. And there is mistakes on the snoot. Whoops. Let's fix those pixels, because they're going to bother me if I don't. Okay. I think that's a good color. And if not, we can always change it later. That is the beauty of having an undo button. Best thing about digital art is the undo button. Go, let's add the little whites to the eyes. Okay. There we go. I still don't know what shell color I like better, so I think I'm gonna have to go back and maybe mess around with that. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna not add bubble spots around the eye. I think that'd be too hard to keep track of. But let's move on to Aqua Whisk, since I have this design. almost finalized. Let's hide these. And bring back the sketches I was doing for Aqua Whisk right here. There we go. We're definitely gonna have to do something cool with the shell to kind of make its design look better, but I do kind of like how the, whoops, I need to switch back to my pencil. Get back to the right blue. Go. And of course it changed my opacity. Great, okay, let's change that back to 15. Okay. I kind of want this guy's muzzle to look like those drooly dogs, like St. Bernards and Great Danes, how they have like the lips that kind of hang down. Kind of gives it, to me it kind of gives it more of like a sea creature kind of vibe, maybe. I still don't know what I want to do for the ears for this. I do think smaller ears would be better though. Okay. Let's do some whiskers on the eyes too. There we go. Thanks, Big Spooks. I'm pretty happy with how it's looking too. Shrink it down. No. I want to make this dude look a lot bulkier than his pre-evolution was. Okay, shell. So maybe we could do like some sort of armor looking stuff for the shell for this guy here. I don't like that pose actually. Let's redraw it. Okay. You know, let's keep messing around with this one until we got a better design. I think I still don't know what to do. I think like tiny maybe armor could go over the ears and kind of keep them like back more. The only other thing I'm worried about is it looking a bit too much like another Fakemon I have in here, but I could just have, maybe they could be like variants if I do add this to the Arcana region. Like how you have two Pokemon games like Red and Blue, you have some Pokemon in one, some Pokemon in the other. I think that would be interesting. Still haven't decided what the game names would be for these if I did make Arcana into a game. Okay. Maybe we could look at pictures of turtles and get an idea of what the armor should look like. Because I do like the idea of it being more like a turtle shell. Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna look up pictures of some sea turtles. Sea turtles. Let's find a good one. Okay. Okay, this is a good picture right here. Okay, we'll choose this one. Copy the image. Let's bring him onto the canvas so you guys can see what I'm seeing too. That is way too big. Whoops, let's shrink it down. Let's make that a tiny bit smaller. Okay. Okay, let's start a new sketch. Let's hide that one real quick. Let's just take the shape of the turtle shell and sketch it out real quick. And try to see what this guy would look like if he did have the turtle shell. Okay, let's move him up so we can draw his tail. I'll shrink it down too. Maybe I'd say we can do like tiny little spines that go a little bit down the tail. There's the guy's whiskers. There's what his little ears would look like from this angle. Not too bad. Let's draw him from a better angle now that we have a better idea of kind of what we want the shell to look like. Okay. Let's draw the nose. I kind of... Maybe you want to draw him basking on a rock. It needs to be a bit more... There we go, there's Thick Boy. Let's do sharper eyes, because usually Pokemon evolutions will have sharper eyes than their predecessor. Draw the whiskers in. Attempt to draw the drooly snoot. Yeah, let's lower the opacity and start on a new sketch. I'm having trouble drawing on it. Okay. This isn't really a good angle to see the shell, so... Okay. There's the best I can draw the shell at the angle it's at. Putting his whiskers there kind of makes it look like those bristly faced dogs, like terriers and stuff. There we go, small ears. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna have to mess around with this, but I do like how the first one turned out, so I think I'm definitely gonna work on making its evolution good, because I think this would be a good regional variant to the water Pokemon I already have for the Arcana region. Another water type. Here, let me pull up a picture of it to show you guys. Okay, let's grab a picture so I can show you guys. Okay, copy. Okay, here's the current water Pokemon design I have for the Arcana region. Its name is Maripup. But as you can see, it's kind of like another seal, kind of more dog-looking Pokemon. So, I think this is going to be the first stage. I haven't drawn the second stage for this guy yet either, so... Whoops. So I don't think it would be too weird to have these two if they're, like, version exclusives. I think that could be pretty interesting, but we'll have to see how it works out. I think for now I'm going to take a break from drawing Aqua Whisk because I need to get the creative juices flowing again. Kind of working on the same design for a long time. It's just not great, so... moving on to this one over here. So... Koreninchiko. So, I think this design is pretty interesting, but to me, it doesn't look like a Pokemon, if that makes any sense. Not that some of these others look like they've been Pokemon to me, but like this one just doesn't have the Pokemon vibe. Like I could kind of just mess around with his design until he does look like a Pokemon. And if I like what I get out of him, we can add him to the Arcana decks, because we do need ghost types, because I haven't designed any myself yet. But I don't want to like just completely change someone's design. It's actually a pretty cool looking design. I like the art they did for it. But like I said, it just kind of doesn't look like a Pokemon. So it said it's supposed to be based off a toy robot, whereas like this guy just kind of doesn't look like a toy to me. So maybe we could look up some toy robot pictures and kind of like separate the parts and make it look like there's a ghost going through the pieces. If that makes any sense? Like, I don't know how to draw toy robots, but like say you had like arm pieces there, like right here would be a ghost bit. And right here would be a ghost bit, and then you would have the head and the scary eyes with like weird smoke coming out of them. Kind of like that. But maybe this guy could be a runner-up, but I don't see a Pokemon like this being in the Arcana region, so we'll have to see. For now, I'm going to close out of that, but later I'll decide if it's going to be like a runner-up for the contest. Because like I said, they really did do a good job. I just don't think it fits the vibe I'm giving Arcana. But anyway, let's get on to this other one. Like I said, so this is a design that I definitely really like, and I kind of decided a while ago that I would be perfectly happy if this little dude was added to the region. I did have a sketch I made for it a while ago, and I was trying to look for it because I really liked the sketch, and I just cannot find where I put the darn thing, so I'm probably gonna have to go look through all my school books because I just doodle in every single one of my notebooks without a care, even though I literally have a notebook for sketching and 2 sketchbooks. I really need to, like, get in the habit of actually drawing in sketchbooks because I do not have that habit. But so, like I said earlier, there's, with this design, one big problem I have with it is all the spots, and like, with the explanation of why it has the spots, I don't want to get rid of them completely, but I do want to change how they're presented on the design, so let's quickly get a drawing in here, let's get a sketch in here. So Lynx have like these little tufts of fur kind of hanging down, and that's what kind of makes them more definable, so we're definitely keep putting those things there. And then they have the icicle tufts that they've added to the design. Let's add those. Draw the other eyeball before I forget. Okay. Oh, I don't like how that worked. Okay, let's actually make the back go in this way, kind of like the pose they have it in. And then they have the short little tail here. Let's add tail. Well, it's like 2 little tufts there. Or maybe not, we'll have to see. Okay, there's the back foot. And then the other thing that kind of like makes Lynx distinct from other big cats is the fact that they just have these huge, enormous paws. Like absolutely the biggest little cute toe bean. Well, they have like the big paws, and then they just have these tiny little toe beans in there. I definitely need to move that head, but Lynx are pretty cute. I'm surprised there's not a Pokemon already based off of them. There we go. Black. that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to mess around with those proportions, but like I said, in general, I think this is an extremely cute design. Okay, and then how I want to fix the spots is, so they currently just kind of have them randomly around the design, because I think it's supposed to look like snow flurries. And I think it is, like, cool how they have them, but, like, it's kind of hard to keep track of them, so I think instead I'm going to do, like, little clusters of 3 kind of spotted around. So, like, one on the shoulder, the hindquarters. We can have a little cluster by the eyes. On the nose, like little freckles. And that kind of gives it, like, the spotted look without, while having, like, the spots in an easily manageable place. So, I think we're good to start on the next sketch. Let's do that. Let's flip the canvas this time, because I keep forgetting to do that. And that's a good thing to do when you're doing art, because it helps you find anatomy mistakes. Make this bigger. Okay, let's change our color to a red. And then we definitely want this guy to have a big head, kind of like the other first stage Pokemon. My art style is a bit more detailed than Pokemon style, so I think I'm going to keep it my art style while just simplifying things. Because usually I would do like a little shoulder thing. Let's get this paw lifted. Well, then it looks too much like how they had their pose. I'm just going to leave it on the ground then. There we go. Look at those big honking paws. Now the back legs, the bane of my existence. Well, one of them. Actually, thumbnails are probably more the bane of my existence. I hate doing thumbnails. I would totally just pay, if I had money, I would just pay somebody to make my thumbnails for me. Let's change how this, let's make this tail straight up. I want this tail to have all the floof. Very floofy. There we go, okay. Then we go back to the ears, the little tuft of fur there. Gotta make that bigger, that is way too small. There we go. I like how the face is angled on this one here. I changed it up there. I don't want to change it. Okay, let me... It's supposed to be an eraser. My goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness, let's shrink that back down. Okay, there we go. Okay, I like that. Now the icicles on the ears. Let's draw the spots real quick. There we go. Gotta give it those big first stage eyes that make it look like an innocent baby. Okay. That's a good shape. Let's hide this back. Woo! Once it stops lagging. Okay, let's hide the back thing. Lower the opacity of this. Grab a new one. Let's change our color back to a blue. I'm definitely gonna have to find the sketch I did of this, because like I said, I really liked how that sketch turned out, and I think I had the look I wanted for this dude with the big paws and stuff. Little spots here and there. Okay, that is a terrible freckle. Like when I first saw it, okay, so on the design here, you see how it has like the little white spots? At first, that made me think like its ears were like just perpetually flopped down, and like these little nubs were just horns. Which I guess oh, no, that is not the right, whoops. Okay. Whoops, okay. I think that's just like a white streak in the fur tuft though, so let's draw that in. Definitely don't want to forget that white tuft in the fur. There we go. I don't think I'm gonna add any more like snowflake flurries. I think the ones I have are enough. They kind of get the point across while not like overwhelming the design. So I'm not gonna mess around with those anymore. Okay, there we go. Let's draw these little paw notches real quick. Oh, whoops, okay. There we go. Let's flip the canvas back, and the head is still looking funky. Cat anatomy is so weird. Okay, let's lower the opacity for that. I think it's the head causing the problem here. That's why it looks so weird. I think if we just mess around with it a little bit more, it'll stop looking like... It'll just stop looking really weird. There we go. There we go. That is such a weird looking paw. There we go. Okay, now that looks like it's acceptable. Okay, I'm not draw that back paw anymore. It doesn't exist. I don't see it, you don't see it. Okay. Make that back ear a bit smaller. Okay, let's add the little innards and the icicles again. Okay, the little white streak and the little freckles. Okay. Okay. I like how that looks. I think that's good to start line art on. Let's flip the cam. Yep, okay. Yeah, that looks fine. I'm not gonna mess around with it more. We got a lot more to get through after all. Okay, black. Let's get to our line art brush. Switch the size to 8, I believe. Add a new layer. Wouldn't want to draw on the sketch layer. That's a big mistake. I'm sure nobody has made before in their lives or anything. And has had all their dreams crushed. Okay, draw the little tiny boopable nose. The big eyeballs. Nope. Okay. No. Okay. Do-do-do. I should probably do a Fakemon contest again sometime. Hopefully explain the rules better so, like, everyone who joins doesn't draw a picture for their thing. Because like I said, I initially... Like, the whole point of the contest was so that people who don't draw could make a Fakemon and then I would draw out the design. And then they might get added to my Fakemon region. But, yeah. I think people got a little too excited. Either that or I didn't explain the rules well enough as I thought. Oh well. You live, you learn. It'll be experience for next time, I suppose. Okay. Cats' backs are so hard for me to draw. I don't know why. Okay. I'll call that line good. I don't want to redraw it a 5th time. I'm assuming it was my 4th. I had drawn times. Wasn't counting. Just pressing the undo button. I'm so happy my drawing tablet has an undo button. I remember when I would have to always move my hands off my drawing tablet and go to the keyboard. Those were painful days. I don't know why this paw looks so weird. I like the song. Doo 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 doo. God, that light just looks too thick for me. Thick boy. Well, I guess I can mess with the design later. It's always the future. And hopefully when I find that sketch, best proportioned legs ever for a lynx. In my humble opinion. Okay. Draw the little white streak. Yeah, I'll draw it in instead of... Then I'll just change the line art color later so it blends. Oh, almost forgot the tail. Can't forget that. Tails are absolutely the bomb. Draw the little line. Okay, let's draw the freckles. I think I'm just gonna color in the face freckles because they're so tiny, but these ones I'm gonna do line art for. Goodness, come on. Actually, no, yeah, I'm gonna draw line art for these. That would look weird if they didn't have line art and all the other ones did. Okay. And then draw the little inner ear here. Draw floof inside the ear, because you can't have an ear without floof in it. That's just wrong. Unless it's a hairless cat. Not that I would ever draw one of those. Okay, this line that joins up here is a bit too thin for my liking. Okay, I think that looks good enough to color now. Let's hide the sketch. Create a color layer. Grab the select tool. Click the outside, invert, and bam. Okay, pick up the color. Okay, this isn't an extremely saturated blue. Well, I guess it's saturated, but it's not like all the way up on the dial. Which means it's reasonable. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot the paws. I can't forget the little paw lines. Hold on. Change black to black. How could I ever forget? Draw the little boops. That line is there. Okay, now everything's all is right in the world now. Okay, switch back to color layer and let's start adding white where there's white. So it looks like they made the icicles white on the normal variant, which is the only one we're drawing. Like I said, I'll do shinies later once they're officially added. Can I just do the fill bucket? No. Darn fill bucket. Fill bucket has just betrayed me. Fix those pixels there so they don't bother me. There we go. Okay, let's lock this and switch back to the white and finish coloring in this tail. Okay. Color in the paws. Little paws. I mean, they're not little paws, they're big paws. Big boy paws. Okay, drawing the little snow spots. Drawing the little snow spots over here. Let's switch back to the blue real quick and let's fix these places where the select kind of cut off because the line art was thinner there. Sometimes it does that. Well, what do you do? Okay. Little black nose. Okay, switch back to the white. Let's get the rest of the snow freckles. And the eye color. Oh, that's... And theirs, they have theirs as a deep blue. I think either a deep blue or an ice blue would look good for these guys. Whoops. Oh, that's not locked. Gotta lock that back. Okay. Now I won't color outside the lines. There we go. Just gotta color in the eyes and everything will be amazing. Okay, let's pick up. Grab the color picker. Let's pick up the blue they used. Okay. I need to add line art to that other one. Otherwise, it's just gonna look weird to me. Okay. Let's change this to a lighter blue real quick. Let's snag this little opacity brush right here. No, I don't like that. Okay, let's change back to our line art brush. Okay, the eyes look a little bit weird, but I guess that's a problem for future me, because I like how this turned out. Okay. Pretty cute little guy. Okay. We'll go back later and draw the evolution. Let me just save this real quick. Rin... Kitto! Ah! Whoops. Everything's too close to me. Okay, this one's saved. Go back to it later. Okay. Now we're at this dude. I don't think this guy gave him a name. Honestly, the only way I can see this Pokemon fitting into Arcana was if there was a crystal cave. And I haven't decided if there's going to be one. Because, I mean, like, crystal caves, never a bad idea, but overall, I don't know. I don't think this design's gonna be a winner for me, so let's close out of that canvas. That was not the button I meant to press, whoopsie daisy. Okay. Close. Okay. Next one after that was this, Ghost Fire Ninetales. Okay. Ninetales, solid Pokemon. There's a ton of things you could do with Ninetales, and it would look amazing anyway. The only thing that's interesting about making it Ghost Fire is, like, obviously Cantonian Ninetales is already a fire type, so just adding the ghost typing on, I guess, does technically make it a, like a new regional form. I'm just not entirely certain what I think of the concept and how it would fit into Arcana, so I'll kind of put this on the back of my mind and I'll maybe decide if, like, they become a runner-up through that, but I kind of already like their other design a lot more. Not like they can't win twice, but I feel like it's kind of hard to do regional variants in a satisfying way. I don't think this does that in a satisfying way for me, so I'm gonna close out of this one too. I don't want to save it. This one's a definite no. This one, like, they didn't do a dex entry for it. It literally just looks like a weird Umbreon that put a witch hat and a cape on it. Yeah, this one's kind of low effort. If they put more effort into it, I would have considered it, but it's a big no in my books. Okay, now this one's, Okay, like I said earlier, my problem was this one is, Drillbur's a mole, not an armadillo, and Sandshrews a mole. So I think there's two ways we can go with this one. We can either turn it from a Drillbur into a Sandshrew, which would fit the armadillo thing a lot better, or we could try to find like a mole Pokemon to use as like a reference. But I think with the fact that they used like this pink armadillo as their inspiration for this, I feel like it would fit the design a lot more to just switch it from a Drillbur to a Sandshrew. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna draw it as that, and if the person's not okay with that later, we'll find something we'll kind of make a compromise. But let's grab a Sandshrew reference real quick, since I haven't drawn Sandshrew before. Through. Obviously, Sandshrew has already gotten like a regional variant before with Alolan Sandshrew, which is an ice type. Honestly, I find it funny how like 2 of the Alolan variants are ice type, when like Alola is supposed to be based off of Hawaii. So like, I don't know, it's kind of funny how they like choose 2 cold ones. They're definitely really good. I flippin' love Alolan Ninetales and Vulpix and their shinies. Very subtle shinies, but like very good. Love the design for them. But anyway, let's see here. There we go. Let's stick that dude over there. Yeah, see, they already kind of look similar to each other. They have the tiny ears, the armadillo shell. We'll have to ask them why they decided to say Drillbur, but sketch layer. Let's move that above all the references so they don't clip them off. Let's grab the sketch brush again. My sketch brush. Switch back to this, and voila. So also, also obviously with Sandshrew doesn't look like it's fluffy at all. This one is like a very fluffy version, which I can see why they would choose Drillbur for that, because Drillbur like actually does have like short fur, while Sandshrew obviously does not. Just regular armadillos don't have fur, do they? Okay, what does a regular armadillo look like? Armadillo. That is. They do have fur. It's just underneath their roly-poly thing. Well, I guess it's more like hair than anything, because like everything is covered in scales, but there's just like little hairs coming out of their shell. Hold on, let me show you what I'm looking at here. Let's see. See, this is... Hold on. Whoa, that's way too big. Whoops. Okay. Okay, load. Okay. See? Like, they have, like, the little scales and the spines here. But then they just have hair coming out of nowhere? Okay, regular armadillos look so weird. But we're not drawing regular armadillos. We're drawing the pink berry armadillo as a Pokemon. Okay. Anyway. Sort of lost focus there, but let's get back to drawing this. I think the almond eyes that Sandshrew have definitely look a lot more fairy-like than doing a Drillbur would. I wonder if they just forgot that Sandshrew existed. It is just kind of one of those Gen 1 Pokemon that has existed since forever. Who knows? Oh boy. This is a weird body shape. Okay, tiny little back footsies. I guess the only thing that's really Drillbur about this is like the front paws, but you can justify like Sandshrew getting these paws because it's it's a variant, so you can do like slightly different things with them. Of course, and the fact that like the thing it's based off of has these big honkin' weird scaly claws on its feet. Okay, this design they have also looks like they have like little fairy tufts of fur. Little ear floofs that aren't in the ear. Okay. Not an overall bad first sketch. Let's try to see what it would look like when it's on all fours. Obviously, its head wouldn't be like too above. I feel like if this were a Sandshrew, like Sandshrew is obviously portrayed to be on 2 legs, but I think this would be like a variant that would prefer being on 4. I suck at the body shapes that just have no necks. Like, Pikachu is the bane of my existence most of the time. So it's always interesting when I have to draw something with this body shape. It just feels wrong when I draw it. Gotta do the little snoot. Okay. Okay, I think we made its snoot slightly bigger than that on the first sketch. Okay. And the ears and the little wing floofs. This design definitely seems to prioritize fluff, which makes it so cute. So cute. Oh, this design is such a cutie. There we go. Like their little shell starts here. We could also try to see what it would look like if we did take more of like a Drillbur shape. But I don't know how we would fit the armadillo stuff into a Drillbur who is a mole, because as far as I know, the other regional variants haven't like flat out changed like the species of Pokemon is based off of. Like Ninetales and Vulpix, they're still based off of foxes, they just change it to a snow fox. And a Alolan Sandshrew, still an armadillo, or like a shrew. Okay, wait, is Sandshrew still based off of an armadillo, or is it based off of a shrew? I swear it's an armadillo, right? You know what, I'm not gonna question things anymore, because when I look at this, it makes me think more of Sandshrew than Drillbur, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Okay. Here's my weird attempt to draw it, just like the standing on all fours. Oh boy, okay. Maybe if we had the head a bit more forward, it would be better, but... Okay, let's hide the references real quick. Let's draw it one more time. In a different pose. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Out of all the ones I've drawn, I like this one the most, but it looks a little bit too much like how they draw it the first time. I think I'll leave it at that. I'll end up, if this guy does get added to the region, which I'm pretty happy with. I like how cute this dude is, so there is a high chance that I'll officially add him to the Arcana region. But let's actually get like a bio in here. Where's my red color? There we go. Okay, red color. Let's start on the second sketch. Let's make this sketch a bit bigger, actually. Whoops. Okay, switch to that layer. Enlarge. Brilliant. Okay. Starting the second sketch. Wait, what does this look like if I flip the canvas? Yeah, it looks fine. I'm not gonna mess around with it. Well, I might change that arm, but other than that. Oh, I don't like what I did there. Okay. Okay, there's the little fur tufts. The tiny ear. I'm seriously surprised this guy just didn't go with Sandshrew in the first place. Okay, the little wing floof. Okay, no, I got it. There we go. Okay. Let's draw. No, I'm not gonna draw the cheek. Well, maybe like a little bit of cheek floof. There we go. Okay. Then we draw the shell. Little tiny feet. That tail is way... There we go, okay. There's a decent looking tail. Okay. There's the two front claws. Now to draw the eyeball. Big and beautiful, adorable eyes. Lovely. Okay. Let's do a tiny little triangle in the ear. I know they don't have any ear details, but I prefer doing little ear details because it's just my style. Okay, now we're gonna get to line art, and then we'll get to the fun part. Coloring. Everyone's favorite part. Okay, let's hide that layer, and let's pick up the line art layer, switch to the line art brush, change its size to 8. There we go. Okay, oh boy. Long curved lines. Okay, no, I'm gonna start down here. Maybe that'll make it better looking. If I start from the bottom, then move up instead of... Oh, I suck at drawing these kind of lines. I'll accept that. Okay. Okay, let's draw in the shell part. I have to resist the urge to just sit here and jam out to the music so hard. And the little tiny inner ear, and then head floof. Whoops. That's ugly looking. Gotta fix that line desperately. I don't know if Sandshrew has like an actual physical nostril. Okay. Why didn't this change to my eraser? Okay, there we go. It always annoys me when it doesn't change to the eraser, and then I just accidentally mess everything up and have to press the undo button and waste my time. Okay, there's the other ear. Let's draw the little wing floof. I can definitely see why they used the pink fairy armadillo as like their inspiration, because like that thing just looks like a fantasy creature. I'm gonna move it over here since my drawings here. I'm kind of curious as to why they went with the gray fur instead of like the gold fur that this guy has. Maybe since they didn't do a shiny, we can make like the gold fur the shiny for this dude, depending on what we do for the color palette. Okay. Let's give this back fur a little bit of texture. I mean, not back fur. What is it? It's armor. That's what it is. Oh my goodness. Words. I'll connect those lines better later. Okay. Because the sooner we get this line art done, the sooner I can color, and then in the future we can make a better reference. Because time is a thing that exists. I'm not sure if I want to like do the ombre thing they have going on though. We'll have to see. I do like the ombre. It's just it's kind of with how many well, because I keep changing how many back scoots there are. I'm not sure how consistent I'd be able to keep that ombre. Oh, I'm so confused. I think I've made an error. Whoops. Oh no. You know what? I'll just, oh boy, let's just duplicate this. Let's fix my mistake right now and just... And now it may look like I did nothing, but secretly, I did a lot. See, now these two are on different layers. Woo, now I can put this back on the line art layer and fix my mistake before it becomes a problem. Okay, now all the line art's in one piece. Good. That is a lot better than not having it all in one piece. Okay. Let's draw the little hands that are just kind of like curled up. Just because he's a little shy guy. Just a little shy guy. Oh my... Why is the eraser so... Oh wait, never mind. I shouldn't ask why the eraser is so big when I'm the one that just did it 5 seconds ago. Okay. There we go. Got his little hands done. And I think that looks good, so let's finish off the little tiny footsies in the back. I'll definitely have to fix the line art right there in a minute. Okay. Let's draw the gray tail. Well, it's not gray right now, but in the drawing it's a gray tail. Little tiny cute thing. Okay, let's fix that line art so it looks a bit neater. I want to be semi-professional looking and not like I just tossed lines onto a page. Okay. Oh, that looks messy right there. Let's fix that real quick and then we can get on to coloring this beautiful little dude. I was about to ask if, like, they had given this guy a name, and then I was like, wait, no, it's a regional form. They don't have names that are different from their regular ones. Whoops. My brain is just... Woo. Whoops. Let's erase this line right here, because the ear kind of blends in with the armor here. And then, since that goes into the eye, we need to erase that line. There's just a little imperfection right there. And then let's make this line a tiny bit thicker. Okay, I think that's all the tiny imperfections I need to fix for now. Okay, now let's hide. Oh. Whoops, I need to get rid of the rest of that. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's snag. Let's make a color layer, grab the selection tool, select, invert, and let's pick up this lighter gray color. And then just fill the entire inside base with gray. Is that the right? Did I accidentally pick up the wrong color? Or is it just that really nice gray? Ooh, I didn't realize the gray had like a... Ooh, that's actually a really nice gray. Ooh, I like that. Okay, let's color in the wing fluffs really quick since they're pretty simple, just a straight flat white. And then we'll save the eyes for last, because I like doing eye details. Okay, the claws are a dark gray, so let's pick that up and color those in real quick. There we go. I think the claws would be fine if they were a white too, but I'm gonna keep them gray because that's what this person had it, and I really like how their design looks, so I'm not gonna mess around with it too much beyond the changing it from a Trilbert to a Sandshrew. Okay. So this ombre is pretty interesting to me because, like, it starts getting darker, like, at the back of the head, but then it goes back to light. So I'm not entirely certain how I want to do this. Let's just pick it up and color all the scoots the same color, and then we'll change them one by one. And I'm just going to pick up another layer so I can just color that in and change it individually without messing with the fur. There we go. Whoops. Don't want too much color bleed happening. I'll neaten up these edges in just a second. I just wanted to get those filled in. Let's erase. Whoops. Let's shrink our eraser, then erase. And then we'll start messing around with the colors here. Okay, whoops. Got a bit more. Okay, I think that's all the bleeding except for these couple pixels right there. And then let's deselect so we can fix the tiny little bits that the selection munched into. Also, again, after shrinking our brush so it doesn't go outside the lines. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now we can lock that and start messing around with colors. So let's, I'm gonna try what they have first. Well, whoops, there's a... Almost forgot this spot right here. Okay, now, let's start off with how they have it here. And then we'll just, add colors as necessary, I suppose. That's the best idea I got at the moment. Okay. Oh, okay. Shoulders are getting a bit sore from sitting here for so long. Okay, grab that color. Okay, there we go. Let's pick up this one right here. So my head has one more scoot than theirs does, probably because I made mine go further down the nose like Sandshrew than they did with theirs. But we'll just have to work with what we got. So I could just change the opacity for this one to like 50, but that kind of... that too subtle or just subtle enough? Oh, and I need to change that back ear so it's the same as the one here, where it's this darker color. Oh, whoops. Gotta change the opacity back. Don't want to mess that up. Okay. There we go. So I think that looks good. So here they have 1, 2, 3 back scoots, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have double theirs. But let's start with this color right here. I'll use it for this one. That is so close to being a white color. Let's make it, that's not well, yeah, I'm not gonna saturate it anymore. And that, because you can tell there's a subtle, very, very subtle difference between the two. That should hopefully get me enough to get to the next level, which is this color right here. Man, this person does some super cute designs. I'm gonna saturate this color a little, just a teeny more. Oh, the other thing I could do is I could take the gradients from the head and go down the back with those and go maybe just a little bit lighter. I'm gonna start off with this one though, in color. This first scoot right here, that color. And then, okay, yeah, let's pick up this one. Do the second one down. Lighter one. Stick it right here, and that should hopefully be a good in between. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good in between for the rest of these, so that looks good. And now let's do the eyes. And then I'll look into maybe adding a nose. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if Sandshrew has a nose. If anyone in the chat knows if Sandshrew has a nose, let me know, because I don't. Well, I guess I can look at a picture, but will a picture actually let me know if Sandshrew has a nose? Okay, add an eye layer so I can just mess around with the eyes. This is such like a nice shade of blue. Okay, let's pick up a lighter blue. Here, and let's fill that in. I kind of want to like take an even lighter blue and just kind of lightly go on the inside with that. Kind of give it a more subtle look, and then switch to the white. And then they also did like a little star-shaped one, so they have one. Let's grab a couple though. Sparkles are cute, so why not have more sparkles? See? More sparkles. A bit hard to tell without the line art there, but I think it looks very cute. Nice little subtle design. Now this is going to be an Arcadian Sandshrew. I am changing it from Drillbur as I said, so let's quickly save this little guy before checking out the other entries. Arcadian. Wow, I can't spell. And Sandshrew. I can't spell shrew apparently either. Wow. You guys can't see what I'm typing. At least it saves me my dignity. Okay. So, I can't remember who did this one. I can look back, but they have Kittler and Pumaril. Pumaril kind of reminds me, it makes me think of Meryl a little bit too much, so might have to think a little bit more on the name. And Kittler is a bit simple, but I do like the little designs they made. So let's shrink this so I can do a sketch. Grab the background layer. Let's grab my pencil once again. And grab my sketching blue. So, I wonder what they based this design off of, or if like they just kind of went with what they thought a poison cat would look like. Because that could be kind of interesting to kind of give it more real animal features. Not that all Pokemon have to be based on real animals, but it kind of, using real animals as a base makes it a lot more easy to put variety into designs like this, instead of just going with like generic cat body shape. Which is kind of what I'm drawing right now, is generic cat body shape. Music go. That's weird. Come on. There we go. Okay. Don't want the music to stop playing. I'm gonna be honest, this like Fakemon design kind of looks more like a Digimon to me. Or is that just me? It might be. Let's put the sketch layer above this. Oh. Whoops. Oh no, I meant to press shift. Whoops. There we go. Ignore how messy that sketch is, it means nothing. Why does it always change my opacity? Come on, I just want it to stay at a 15. That's the basic for the brush. Why? So cruel to me. I'm not sure. I do like this design. I don't think I'll add it for Arcana because we already have like that Lynx one, and that one's already a cat. And I don't think there's a desert in Arcana because I can't see this being other than a desert cat. And if it was a desert cat, I would prefer it like have bigger ears too. I am just gonna draw it real quick to kind of see if it grows on me. I'll have to think about it later too. Because I do like the design. I just don't, like, as a Fakemon design, solid Fakemon design, I just don't think it would fit in Arcana. So I think I'll make this person a runner-up because I do really like the design and they put a lot of effort into it. And for that, I believe they do deserve a prize, but it's my Fakemon region and I kind of need to balance things out and not have like 20 cat Pokemon. Those eyes aren't nearly big enough, holy cow. Okay, that's still not nearly big enough. I also think for like a design where it says it gets its poison from its fangs, like, I think it would be based off of a cat where you could see its fangs. So I think we might just leave this one at a sketch, and I'll probably draw it later and just put them as a runner-up. Because like I said, like how they did like the first thing, and I do really like what they did with the back legs here. Actually kind of looks like a squirrel cat. With like how big and floofy the tail is. You could probably do the tail more scorpion-like if you're going for a poison type thing. Even though that might look, you could do like a manticore. That would probably make this design look a lot cooler looking. Like with a scorpion tail, a bit more lion-based. It still has like the cat aesthetics. While kind of giving it some different features to kind of differentiate it from the other cat Pokemon we have, because this with the purple, it does kind of give it Liepard vibes for me. What's the last one we have? Okay. So this last one here was the only one that did not actually draw a, like an actual picture for it, which was the whole point of the contest in the first place, so that they're the only one that actually did what the rules said, but I'm not going to condemn people for drawing pictures with their dex entries. So this one's like essentially a kiwi bird, so they're like, actually, what does a kiwi look like? Let's grab a picture of a kiwi. The bird, not the fruit. Although it would be fun if it was like part grass type, and like it was just the kiwi fruit. Okay, yeah, they pretty much look how I thought. They're like a lump of feathers with no arms. Okay, let's bring the reference onto the canvas. Whoops, okay. Let's stick the request in the back, okay. Let's read through this again. So, Swift Bird Pokemon, normal and flying. So, since it's a kiwi, it doesn't make sense to me that it's a flying type. Like, I know it's a bird, but it's a flying type that can't fly. Is Doduo... Is Doduo flying type? What is Doduo's typing? Doduo. Duo. Typing. Oh, it's also normal flying. I wonder... So I guess it's fair that it's part normal flying. That just seems kind of plain to me. And I've already designed a regional bird for Arcana. Oh, let me show you a picture of what the regional bird looks like. Hold on. Do I not have a group picture of the three? I should. Give me a few seconds here, guys. I'm trying to find the picture. And despite my impeccable organizational skills, I know where nothing is. My characters, Pokemon characters. I swear I had a group shot for these three. Oh well, let me just show you what the first stage looks like for the Arcana regional bird. Okay, copy. Okay, the first stage is... It's hidden behind everything. There we go. Come on. See? Got this guy here. This guy is... I believe I named him Puffan. But he's the Arcana regional bird, so... I'm not sure whether or not we need another bird Pokemon. And I'm not sure what I would do that's unique with this guy, because he's literally, like, how they're describing it, it just sounds like it's a kiwi bird. Like, they don't describe any interesting features of these dudes. Like, I like the detail they put in with, like, how farmers, like, don't like these guys, so these guys are kind of like pests, apparently. Why is it? Okay, there we go. Gotta change the opacity again. Nope, okay. Wow, the buttons are just hating me today. Okay, no, that is not the right body shape. Okay, what is a kiwi's body shape? Let's hide this. Kiwi's body shape is circle. Let's lower the opacity of this image. We got circle with butt. And we have squashed neck with head. And long beak is essentially what a kiwi is. Okay, that is essentially kiwi. Now, how do I make this look like a pest? I guess I could decide just not to draw it too. Get off my screen. Okay, there we go. Our news pop-ups. Okay. Well, if it's a pest, I kind of want to give it the angry eyes. So, grr eyes. Was it? I'm drawing this so tiny, it's kind of hard. Very long beak. Very fuzzy face. Kind of like a crazy hairball. Definitely like a very shaggy, kind of like how baby chicks are covered in fuzz, maybe? Okay, and then what would the second evolution look like? Oh, let's hide this. Let's stick this little tiny angry ball of fluff over there. How did it describe the second one? Whoops, where's the comment? Okay. Swift bird, normal flying. It's larger, they have long legs, they'll run faster, jump very high. That reminds me a bit too much of Doduo, but one head. It can just be all leg and no neck. Like it could be... it could just be like boop. Once again with the angry eyes and the long beak. I can see this thing terrorizing a town. I can't take this thing seriously. Oh, yeah. I don't know what else I can do with this. Maybe I can give it like a leaf mask. Like, what are they called? The Kroaks in Breath of the Wild? Just has he's like a little bandit with the eye mask and stuff. Yeah, I don't think I would add this one to Arcana, but I do like the concept, so I think I'm gonna make like a quick drawing for them for it, but like tell them it's... I don't know, they can keep it if they want. So... let's see, is there any here I want to go back? I don't think I'm adding this guy to Arcana, but this guy is gonna be a runner-up, so let me write runner-up here and save this guy. I'll probably just draw out like the first stage. Call it good, or I cannot and just let them choose which one of their characters they want me to draw. Kittler. It's not Kitty, it's Kittler. Kittler is such a weird name. I don't know. I have a lot of trouble coming up with Fakemon names, so I can't exactly judge them, but... okay, let's save that. Close out of it. Okay, got that one saved. Oh, if this is gonna be a Sandshrew, I'm still gonna have to make an evolution. See, that's the other reason why I was confused as to why they chose Drillburs, because I don't know how they would make this into like an evolution for Escadrill. Because like regional variants still have evolutions to them. And I think with Sandslash, it would be a lot easier to make a regional evolution. I think I'll make it less spiky, though. Well, I have to see. Definitely gonna have to think on what I want to do for that. Maybe when I do a Fakemon stream where I'm not judging a contest, I'll kind of mess around with ideas I have. Why did I hide this? There we go. So we got this dude here. He's a winner. This dude's here is a winner. I think I made this dude here into a winner, or this guy's gonna be a winner or a runner-up, one of the two. Because I do like the design. It just kind of depends on whether or not I think it, like, kind of encroaches too much into Maripup's territory, considering they're both dog-like water Pokemon with, like, seal tails. This one's a bit more mermaid or, like, Selkie-like. Ooh, maybe I could do like a Selkie theme, maybe, for this dude. But, like I said, this guy's either gonna be a winner or a runner-up. And then, this guy, we haven't touched it yet this stream. We should probably mess around with him. I think this guy could be an interesting fossil Pokemon. Maybe because it's, part ghost type, it could be like a fossil restoration gone wrong. Or it has, like, dark magic in it or something, because I want Arcana to be more like a mystical kind of region with more magic-y looking Pokemon, which is why I liked the Arcanian Sandshrew, because it looks like a little fairy. Because another one of my ideas is, since most regions have, like, some sort of gimmick to them, like how in Kalos they had Mega Evolution, Alola has Z-Things, Galar has Dynamax. I wasn't big fan of Dynamax. I just thought it was a bit weird how, like, the only thing that happened was they got big. But what I was kind of thinking if I decided to do a gimmick for Arcana was, since, like, Battle Bond Greninja is a thing that exists in the anime and then they made it in the games, I was thinking maybe that could be Arcana's gimmick. We could just have Battle Bond Pokemon, except for it's, like, more common, and instead of, like, to make it more feasible for a game, maybe it doesn't, like, change their appearance all that much. Maybe it just kind of makes them stronger. And then I was also thinking like it would connect trainers enough to like, or say a Pokemon trainer could see out of the eyes of their Pokemon. I think that would make a cool portion for a game where like you kind of have to swap bodies and play as your main party Pokemon, or like your starter, or I don't know how exactly that would work. You'd probably have to like select a Pokemon that you would want to get the battle bond with. You get one option maybe. Because I want you to be able to do it with any Pokemon that, like, a trainer and Pokemon have a strong enough connection with. Like, their auras, like, connect with each other in a way. I don't like that song. Or at least not at the moment I do. Okay, there we go. Okay. Anyways. But I think that would be cool. Like, there was, like, in ancient days of Arcana, it was common to have, like, one Pokemon you would, like, bond with and connect on the same level that Ash does with his Greninja. And then as kind of, like, the time has gone on, Arcana has had less and less people being able to link with their Pokemon in that way. And then I would think it would be fun if, like, the player character learned how to do that. Like, they're just that able to connect with their Pokemon on that level. Still kind of have to think about it a bit more, kind of flesh out the idea. But let's draw out Dynul here. Where's my sketch color? There it is. Okay. I have these sketches right here, but I don't particularly like either of them. Maybe... Because, okay, the one problem I have with Dynul's design here is I don't like how they've done the back. It's kind of confusing when I'm looking at it as to what it's, like, how to draw it. If that makes any sense. I do like his round little dino face. It says he can't see out of his eyes, so... His eyes look far too focused for somebody who can't see. I need to... Oh, I don't like that head. Hold on. We're gonna completely restart because the opacity is throwing me off here. I swear for every other brush it like saves my opacity thing, and then every single time I switch to the eraser on my pencil, it's just like we have forgotten everything. Okay, maybe I can do this guy like jumping up so we get a good view of his back that we can use as a reference. I'm really bad at drawing things like when the legs are like completely kicked back. Let's lower this a bit. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna give him like little white toenails. Just little tiny nubs. There we go. Okay, so this guy has crystals coming out of, like, the tops of his eyelids. And then they're, like, all around his back. I just don't know. Maybe I could do it like a little spiky shell? And then it has, like, the rift on the back. And then it has the eye there. So for the evolution that I was drawing here, I was kind of thinking it could have like a third eye kind of like in the middle of its head too. But I'll have to draw that guy later. I'll definitely have to mess around with this back part here, because that's the only part that I'm having trouble drawing. Because I think I think I have the body shape down. I just kind of don't know what to do with this back crystal part. Let's draw this guy's snoot. Here's the little nostrils. Crystals are so hard. Is there other Pokemon? So what other Pokemon have crystals on them? So we got Sableye. Sableye is more like a gemstone though. Carbink might be a good thing to look at. How do you spell okay, Bink. Not Blink. Okay. So, I think maybe it would be easier instead of like the crystals poking out of his back, like that they were kind of like embedded, like instead of, okay, like for example, instead of going out like this, it's kind of like up, like merged with the skin more, so it's not poking out as much. Because that's kind of what Carbink and stuff did, and it's a lot easier to draw it if there's not like a ton of bits just like spiking out. So let's draw this body shape real quick, and then we can go back and mess around. Okay, there's the back legs. So he's got a little tail made of smoke coming out. Or sludge. I think it's supposed to be sludge, but I'm gonna call it shadow mist. Got the crack in his back. Also, I apologize if you guys can hear any loud music in the back. That is not me, and I doubt I could stop it even if I wanted to. Hold on, I don't even know if you guys can hear it. Let me know if you guys can hear any weird noise, and I'll try to mess with the noise suppression. Or I could just do that right now. Filters! See, I don't know enough about this noise gate, so I'm gonna stick this close to me and hope that it doesn't, you guys can still hear me, because I can't test this right now, and I just hope you guys can't hear that background noise, because it's very loud. Anyways, okay, there's the rift on his back that I'm trying to draw. Let's do another spike right there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's make it more flesh with the back. Let's just do a big spike right there. This is... okay. There we go. Okay. I think that's good. Okay. Should I make the nubs in the back? You know what? I'm just gonna leave the nubs in the back tiny. Or... okay, never mind. I am gonna make them slightly bigger. Okay, there we go. Now we can draw this dude some line art. I'm definitely gonna have to work on what the back looks like. Maybe you can ask the person to draw me a back sprite of Dynewell. I think that would help me out a lot. Okay. Why did I lower the opacity? No, I need to not lower the opacity of the line art layer. That would definitely help me. Okay, the head looks wrong. Hold on. I want to fix the head before I go on to drawing the stuff. Okay. Okay. Does that fix the head? What if we made the head face only slightly that way? Oh, that is throwing me off. Okay. Let's call that good. Okay, let's lower the opacity on that. Let's make the line art layer now. Because I am never going to be completely satisfied with how that looks. Yeah, definitely of all the ones that I said are winners here, this one's the hardest to draw. It's not my fault this person makes such cute designs that I just don't know how to draw. I definitely might have to, like, redesign this guy to make him easier, though. Oh, wow. Come on, brush. Stay the size I want, please. Please don't make life harder for me. Okay. Wow, okay, let's give this guy angry eyes. No. Maybe? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna shorten the eye crystals a bit. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm gonna erase this little mark right here. It appears I really need to practice more how to draw dinosaurs. Okay, I think that's gonna be the best I'm getting for now. And if I had a smaller eraser, that would definitely help me. Okay. I think I'm gonna slightly turn the toes inwards. Okay, yeah, that looks a bit weird. I just don't know how to fix it right now, though. This is just a lot different than what I'm used to working with, which is a good thing. It's good to experiment a bit more, but I'll definitely have to experiment with more if I want to get it to actually look nice. Okay, let's draw this rift. And let's just fill that whole thing in with black. And then, actually no, let's quickly draw where the... Is the eyeball... Okay, yeah, it is eyeball shaped and not just a gem. Okay, there we go. No, it would help if I was like right here. Give me a better look. Okay. Got part of the back drawn. Okay, I think that's, yeah, I think that's the best I'm getting for now. I really like how this Pokemon looks, but like, can I really add it to the Arcana region if I can't draw it? Maybe this one will be a runner-up for them. Okay, let's fix this tail line art I did over here. And then we can do some quick coloring. I think I'm gonna keep the original color palette. They chose a pretty good one for this one, just like they did with the other one. They're pretty talented. Okay, yeah, this line art is so messy. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't think there's much else I can do with this right now. I'll definitely, yeah, like I said, I'll have to mess around with this guy's design. Because I do really like it. I just, I can't bring this design justice. Let's just do these quick crystal marks. It's not as, the edges aren't as sharp as I would like, but, what do you do? You know what? Looking at this again, I don't actually like what I did with the line art looking at it again. Oh, I have an idea. Okay, so, theoretically speaking, what if I take this, and like, instead of like all these jagged things, we could just have like a straight thing back here. So where it's like not all confusing and like it's actually coherent. And then we just have the rift in the middle of all three of those, kind of like a gap between the crystals, like a hole. How would this look? Okay, let me grab this sketch brush again. Okay, how would this look, like looking at it from a different angle though, if I did do that? I cannot draw the, wow. Okay, come on. I can draw this body shape. If I try. Okay. Okay. That doesn't look terrible. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to flip and draw this back part here. Why is this so difficult? Oh, okay. You know what? I'm just going to ignore this first one and I am going to go back to drawing this man here. This boy. This evolution that I don't have a name for, but is completely theoretical. Even if I don't do anything, if I don't end up accepting the student to the region, I'll just give him this. But I do like how the evolution is turning out, so I don't know why I can't draw the first one. Oh, hello, Mango Cat. Thanks for saying that. That's nice. Oh, that's super nice. Thanks for joining the stream. As you can see, I am just... I'm having trouble. That's fine. Everything's fine. Okay, let's show the reference again. I think when I do draw the second evolution, I think I'm gonna go with the darker purple. Definitely more like shadowy dinosaur kind of looking colors. That is the wrong layer. Whoops-a-daisy. Let's change my pencil size to be a bit smaller so I can get these details in better. Okay. Get this guy's long neck. Okay. I do want him to have like a gem in his forehead. I think that's pretty cool looking. he just has a long spike on the back here. I could have this like turn into crystal part way through. Yeah, I think it turning into crystal part way through makes sense. It looks pretty cool. I still don't know how to do the back on this evolution. I did like this thing where it has like a frill of these crystals where like its neck meets its shoulders. Okay. If anyone has any good name suggestions for this guy, that would be appreciated, because like I said earlier, I am just terrible with names. Okay. Okay, there we go, drawing this lace. Okay, so I think I'll keep the tail sludge for this, like, second evolution. And then, okay, so I was, like, doing this kind of more, like, shell-looking, like, crystal here. See, crystals are just really quite a hard thing to draw. And I definitely don't practice them enough. I do have a couple characters that use crystals in their design, but usually it's like a small little gemstone like embedded in their side. It's not like protruding out like a long ways or anything. So I say we make the rift in it. Oh, this little thing looks like, so this crack in its back, I could totally make it look more like rift-like in its next evolution. Where it's more void, but it has like, okay, so like say this stuff that I'm coloring in right here, that's like the red color. This stuff all right here, it's all void. And then like it's surrounded like a ring of crystals on its back. I think that would look cool. Ooh, let's quickly draw that out. I think I got a good enough sketch here that I can do a little bit of line art, perhaps? Maybe just a wee bit of line art? Okay, let's switch to my line art brush and let's see how horrible this turns out once I got line art on it. Okay, once this is over, once I've done like line art for this, and maybe color, I'll probably end off the stream there. I've been streaming for a while at this point. Okay, let's get these little eyelid things down. Nope, okay, gotta fix that line. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go and practice crystal drawing. I think this crystal frill looks decent. Okay. Go around here, kind of make more rougher lines. Kind of looks a bit more like rocks than like crystal, but like at this point I kind of don't want to. Hold on, let's go back. Let's turn off my stabilizer, and let's get those, oh yeah, more rifty looking lines here. There we go. I want the ends to be thin. I don't want them to be fat. Okay. And then, let's just fill in the rest of this to be like void. Okay, there we go. Also, I apologize if there's any audio quality problems. I'll probably go back through the stream and see if there's anything I can do with my noise gate. Okay. Oh yeah, that's looking like a void. Definitely. There we go. Kind of fill in the rest of this here. Oh, whoops, I accidentally cut it off. Luckily, there's the erase. Okay. There we go. I'd say that looks pretty good. And like I said, I can go back and kind of mess around with things later, make it look a bit better. So let's finish the rest of the line art here so we can add some color. Whoops, I gotta change my pen size back to 8. Let's just do some real quick line art. Oh, whoops, I need to turn my stabilizer back on. Oh, those arms are so janky. Oh, I don't know why it took me so long to notice that they were looking weird. Okay, one arm down. Second arm, let's go. Okay, almost done with this line art, and then we can mess around with colors. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, come on, claws. I know how to draw claws. No, I'm gonna redraw that. That looks terrible. You know what, I'm just gonna draw it like that, and then I can just draw it more detailed. Eventually. Don't know when, but eventually. I don't think dinosaurs have like little toes on the back like birds. Maybe? Hold on, where's my dinosaur reference here? Did I accidentally close my dinosaur reference? Oh noes. Okay, dinosaur. Where is my dinosaur picture? Pictor. Okay, the Parasaurolophus. Okay, I said I would butcher that name if I tried to say it, and looky there. Okay, yeah, this guy doesn't have, like, toe digits on the back of his foot. Okay, good. Let's draw the second. Oh, let's draw the toe, another toe here. Okay. Whoops. There we go. Okay. That'll have to be good enough for now. This claw is so messed up right there. Okay. Oh my gosh, these claws are so ugly. Hold on, where's my sketch? And that explains it. They were also ugly in the sketch. Okay. See, that's my problem half the time, is I don't do good sketches. I just get, like, so bored with my sketch, I'm like, okay, I'll just fix everything in post. And then I have, like, I'm sitting here struggling with the line art because I don't like myself. And I just don't finish my sketches. Okay. There we go. And I am going to call that good because I don't want to mess around with this line art anymore because I am bored. So we're going to go to color, and then inevitably when I end up having to draw this thing again, I'll have to fix all of my problems then. So, let's bring back up Dinool's reference. So, my idea for the color was I was gonna take this purple, and I was just gonna make it darker. And let's see how that looks. Oh yeah, that's a darker purple. So, that actually looks similar to the sludge color. So, let's pick up the crystal color. I think I'm going to keep the crystal colors the same color. Let's just quickly fill those in. Oh, that one in the back is just... Okay, yeah, I'll fix that later. I always say and never do. Oh, I'm gonna lower the opacity a bit so I can kind of see the line art a bit better here. Like I said, this is kind of a rush job. I would definitely make a neater reference if I knew for sure whether or not this is going to be an Arcana. Okay, I'm gonna erase this spot right... I mean, I am not going to erase that spot. I am going to put purple back on that spot. There we go. Okay. And then go back to this blue, make this tip of this horn here. Oh. Oh, whoops, my selection. My selection is so poor. Wow, okay. I think it's because the line art is thinner up here, so the selection... What do I have it set to? Hold on. Oh, I have it for 3 pixels. Why is it 3? I usually do 2. Oh well, too late to fix it now. I'll just have to go and go back around the line art area and kind of fix it with the purple. I think I'm going to keep the red eyes that the Dinool has. It would be weird if I just randomly changed the eye color. There we go. Let's just fix these edges real quick so I can lock the layer without having to worry about it. And that means fixing this right here too. I'll color that blue later. Wait. Okay. There. Okay, fix these joints around the claws. There we go. Yeah, I definitely did very messy line art around here. But it's too late. I'm on color now. I'm not fixing it. You can't make me do anything. Okay. This little tip here. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. So since I've made this color darker, like a really dark purple. Actually, I might have to lighten up the purple a little bit so it doesn't like make the tail look really weird. So let's use the select similar colors tool that Krita has. And let's, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad purple either. I think it still fits with the design. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let's change these claws to the same blue that the crystals are. So they're like little crystal claws. Okay. And let's get those ugly claws colored. Okay. Not horribly. I'm not fixing the line art, but I'm also not going to color things on purpose terribly. And inconsistently. Yeah, there's definitely a lot I'll have to fix later. Okay. I think I'm gonna make this thing here red like the eye, so it's kind of like a weird little third eye. There we go. Oh my, there we go, okay. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do with the eyes. It's supposed to be a scary boy, not having like shiny bits. Okay, let's pick up the red again, and we colored the rift little tendrils here. And then we can use the lighter red to give it like a little pupil. And if we make it even lighter. Okay, I think that's the best I'm gonna get there at the moment. Which leaves the tail. Let's see what it looks like with just Dynul's tail color. See if it looks terrible. Okay. Okay, I think the sludge color still works. I might darken it a bit. Okay. Okay, there we go. Well, I think this guy could do with a little bit more markings. I don't know what I want to do with markings, though. Maybe I can pick up the lighter purple and do some, like, I don't know, stripes, maybe? Okay, let's... Whoops, there's some spots I missed here with the good purple. Okay. Let's select the body here so I don't accidentally color some of the crystals. Just maybe 2 stripes right there. Maybe like 2 stripes on the arms. And then... yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around with that a little bit more. Okay, but yeah, I think for now I'll call it good. I like how it turned out. Mostly. Definitely has some issues, but yeah, I'll have to fix those later. But I think I'll call that the end of the stream. I'd say we made a good progress. We made this little cute Lynx Pokemon called Rinkato. We made this little Arcanian Sandshrew. And I think those are the... We made Legburb. And then this little... What was her name? Shiki? Okay, yeah. We made this little guy too. So, I'd call that good. I'd like to thank you all for joining the stream. I really appreciate it. It gives me the will to keep doing this. So, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.